There are nearly 100 people working at Weisser Distributing.
Yeah.
8 years ago, there was just founder Bob Weisser working out of his home like he'd done since 1978.
We sold auto body supplies, sandpaper, screwdrivers, fasteners, tools. Didn't have anywhere to go. Sold anything I could.
He wasn't a techie kind of guy.
I never really got into that kind of stuff until my son came along. He changed my mind about that. So
one day my dad called up and said, "Your mom thinks I should slow down a little bit. Would you be interested in running this business?" And I said, "Oh, sure."
Did you see the potential in this business right away?
No. It was the biggest thing I needed to do was get our inventory levels under control. And so we just decided one day, well, let's just start putting some things online and see what happens. And things started to sell at a pretty good clip.
Then we hired a neighbor kid, hired another guy, and then we had to move out of our house. So it was like we couldn't have 4 people in the garage anymore.
For the last 3 years, they've worked out of this office and warehouse in T. E-commerce has caused business to skyrocket.
We had one of those magic moments on Amazon where somebody bought like 10 rolls of sandpaper one night, and we said, whoa, what just happened here? And so our focus really shifted to Amazon, and we've had a really nice partnership with them for all 7 years.
Their growth meant they needed a lot more people, from warehouse workers to IT and data science experts.
We have a really nice partnership with Augustana. We've hired a number of interns on the short end, but then those interns have stayed on for a second internship, and we've hired 6 or 7 of those interns eventually to work full-time for us as well.
After originally hiring the most ambitious people they could find, Weisser now hires based on how people fit the workplace culture that's developed.
As we ask questions, talk to me about a time in a previous job where you were a visionary. Talk to me about a time in a previous job where you had to show integrity. And then we hire based on that. And as the employees progress, they have their first review in 90 days. We actually review them on that.
Warehouse operations coordinator Mike Thompson started at Weisser 4 years ago, helping with shipping.
And then I was an outside sales manager, and then I took a position in closeouts and returns, went back to our receiving manager, and currently I'm our warehouse operations coordinator. So
in 4 years?
In 4 years, yeah. So every few months I think it's a different position, but it's good.
Others have found similar career growth opportunities.
A lot of us have moved up and grown and increased their pay and increased the liking of their job. It's a very interesting job every day.
Just being able to witness the growth of the company I think is fun as well. So I've been around since we were teeny tiny and there was only a handful of us. So to see where it's at now, I think that's just an awesome experience.
Weisser has prioritized creating a positive work experience. A culture committee is tasked with suggesting improvements and making sure everyone has a friend at work. Employees receive paid time off to volunteer, including at schools. Lunch is catered in at least once a week.
And we really kind of focus a lot of our culture around family. And so we try to get together with our employees and their families as much as we can.
The results are incredible, from $1 million in revenue in 2011 to $50 million this year. Do you even recognize this company?
No. It just changes every day. Every month is just like virtually a major shift. And virtually every week there's 3 or 4 or 5 major things that went on that say, wow, can you imagine this? Every day is very, very, very exciting. There's nothing normal any day, anytime.
So how big can this company get?
We think, in the Sioux Falls location, we think it can be around 250 employees, around $250 million. And that's we have a strategic plan that takes us out about 10 years. But that probably involves an East Coast and a West Coast warehouse.
It is a cool story, but it's called real life. It comes with real life responsibilities and 90-some families counting on you to make sure that you don't screw it up, make sure you do everything the right way, and so far we've done well by them. So.